Good evening, YouTube YTPC. Just going to do a miniette series of VRs to the Parsimonious Piper, to Briar Blues, and to Cass. As I enjoy their channel so much, I think I owe it to them. Not so important if I'm in the draw or not. I never win anything anyway. Well, actually, I did win from Fed Head Ed. So that's not true. You do it enough, you're going to win something. Anyway, the first one is to my good friend there at Briar Blues. So he asked the question, which matches video did you like the best from the whole series of very many videos that Matches 860 did? That's a difficult one because I loved so many and all of his videos in different ways, so you could almost pick any one, but there's always one that sort of sticks in your mind a little bit. And around August 2016 he did one called The Girlfriend, and the wonderful thing about his stories is you knew they were true. You know, names were changed to protect the innocent and all of that, but you basically knew these were true stories, and they're kind of what pipe smokers tend to do, is tell from their experiences or things they know about and from their own lives. And this one I thought was a wonderful one, because he drew back to adolescence, and you know, maybe he was in his mid-teens or something like that, still at college. When if you haven't had a girlfriend, you're looking to get one, and all those things that you stumble over as a young teenager, not really knowing how to go about it, and the proverbial miscommunication or misjudgment of situations, which, you know, in the next decade you're learning how to master that and get that much more right. But it's not easy for a young man, I think, who often the young guys get the blame of the situation, why things don't work. But I do think miscommunication is on both sides. So he told the story about Lisa and trying to get a date. Lisa insists as a chaperone her girlfriend comes with her on this date with Matches, and Matches has to go and get her a date as well. You know, so they go off and play some mini golf, and Matches thinks, when am I going to get some time? And she happens to mention she's going to summer camp, so she's going to be away in the summer anyway, and he thinks, oh dear, you know, if only I'd have known that, you know, could have picked another one, but tried at least to sort of tie a relationship with a kiss before she was gone. And then she says, oh, I don't do that kind of thing, you know, and off she went to summer camp, and very sad, truthful ending happened there, that he asked a friend where she was, because he had a little job where she also worked at the same place, and she wasn't there, and he said, well, didn't you hear what happened to Lisa? You know, that's not a real name, of course. He said, well, she got pregnant while she was on summer camp, and you know, is staying in Pennsylvania now. And of course that must have been devastating and very confusing for a young man, where she says, I don't make out, and gave him a rejection, and then the next thing you know, she probably went, well, did go far too far. Who knows what happened there in summer camp? But of course, these things leave sort of minor scars on the memories of young growing adolescents, because they think, why me? Why does this happen to me? Of course it happens to us all at some point along that sensitive 10 years between the age maybe of 15 and 25, when the painful learning experiences of mishaps and rejections and all of that. But I do admire him for sharing that story, because it was a very personal story, and but it kind of had outed this ghost that was in the back of his mind, that he shared that story, and I thought that was quite memorable. And I think all of us have had some or more situations a bit like that in our youth. So I had great sympathy, of course, with him. So that's my video reply, and Mike, I hope you like that, and I do think it's a great idea and a great tribute to matches to ask everyone to give the favourites, and that's really a nice thing to do at this time of year, I think. And tribute to your channel, which I watch very often, and always learning, and those beautiful Radici pipes that you show. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Bye bye.